The Carolina Panthers almost practiced complete patience on the first night of the 2024 NFL Draft. But their guy was too enticing to leave on the board for day 2. On Thursday, the team jumped into the 32nd overall spot to nab South Carolina wide receiver Xavier Legette. Their deal with the Buffalo Bills wiped them off the top of the second round, where they held the 33rd selection. But they still have 2 picks, at least for now, to use on Friday. With number 39 and number 65 still in tow, here are 30 prospects that could be of interest to the Panthers in the second and third rounds. Running backs. Jim Dedman, USA Today Sports. Trey Benson, Florida State. Jonathan Brooks, Texas. Based on their pre-draft visits, the Panthers seem quite interested in adding to their backfield. Pass catchers. Dale Zane in USA Today Sports. W.R. Keon Coleman, Florida State. W.R. Troy Franklin, Oregon. W.R. Ladd McConkey, Georgia. W.R. Adonai Mitchell, Texas. W.R. Jalen Polk, Washington. Tavian Sanders, Texas. W.R. Roman Wilson, Michigan. After taking Legette, will the Panthers double-dip at receiver? Given the amount of depth in this class, it's very possible. With Deontay Johnson slated to hit free agency after this season and Adam Thielen nearing 34 years old, a route-running savant of the future like McConkey could be of interest. The offense could also use a deep threat, Franklin, or a pass-catching tight end, Sanders. Centers. Craig Strobeck, USA Today Sports. Zach Frazier, West Virginia. Jackson Powers Johnson, Oregon. Ideally, Austin Corbett makes the smooth transition from right guard to center and fortifies the middle of the line. But given his relative inexperience at the position and his pair of major knee injuries from the past 2 seasons, he's no sure thing. Defensive linemen and pass rushers. Charles Leclerc, USA Today Sports. Edge Austin Booker, Kansas. Edge Chris Braswell, Alabama. Dale Braden Fisk, Florida State. DT Michael Hall Jr., Ohio State. Edge Ardisa Isaac, Penn State. Dale Chris Jenkins, Michigan. Edge Marshawn Nealand, Western Michigan. Dale Johnny Newton, Illinois. Dale Marson Smith, LSU. Even after the free agents additions of Jadeveon Clowney, DJ Wonnum and Clavon Chason, Carolina's pass rush probably won't strike too much fear into its opponents. And do those signings make up for what they lost in Brian Burns, Frankie Louvu and Yetur Gross-Matos? Either way, the Panthers, who finished last in sacks this past season, still have work to do off the edge. Linebackers. Tim Warner/Getty Images. Junior Colson, Michigan. Edgerrin Cooper, Texas A&M. Peyton Wilson, North Carolina State. Having Shaq Thompson and Josie Jewell up the middle isn't too shabby. But what's the long-term play? Thompson, who's set to turn 30 years old on April 21st, is in the final season of his contract. Plus, he's coming off a brutal fibular injury, so the spot could use a successor and/or some depth.